What's going on, watchers? Will here with a Marvel video for you, and today we're talking about the web swinger Spider-Man, who is setting up for a sequel in July of 2019. With that, there have been a couple of different rumored plot leaks for how the events of the film could unfold. The recent one does contradict the previous one in many regards, so as usual, while I discuss these topics, I want you to know to take this information heavily with a grain of salt, as the movie hasn't even started filming yet. Now, on to the topic of this video. This has to do with the villain of the movie. Well, one of them, sort of. And no, not the rumored Mysterio, but we will get to him later this week. Actually, if you remember the 90s animated series or the Amazing Spider-Man video game, you may remember a character known as Alistair Smythe. Alistair is the son of Spencer Smythe, a villain and roboticist who created the Spider Slayers with the specific task of capturing Spider-Man. Unfortunately, he ends up dying while Alistair carries on his legacy to become the ultimate Spider Slayer to hunt and kill Spider-Man himself. That's the baseline understanding of the version from the comic, TV, and video games. So, what makes this rumored version so different? Well, in this potential MCU version of Alistair, he is set up to be a rival to Peter, a technological marvel, no pun intended, who wants to upstage him. He is said to be manipulative and tries to turn Peter's friends against him. His father, on the other hand, Spencer Smythe, is, as many may predict, an employee of Stark Industries. Now, the Smythe duo in the long run could be interesting, as it seems like Marvel is setting up their own Sinister Six. If we assume the rumors about Mysterio are in fact true, then Pete would already have 4 villains if you also include Vulture, Scorpion, and Shocker. Well, the several Shockers. Well, the one that's still alive. Throwing Smythe in would be a nice twist to have someone with the specific goal of ending Spider-Man if they keep his character similar to the comics, but have him be an engineer with a vendetta. Granted, that may not work out too well and result in a retread of the Vulture's ambitions and motivations, and having a character who knows Pete is also Spider-Man would just kind of be way too derivative. Still, an intellectual rival for Pete outside of that weak bully that is Flash Thompson may throw an interesting wrench into the wheel of his regular habits. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of the father and son Smythe duo potentially showing up for Spider-Man 2? While you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Hybrid Network. Also, consider checking out our website and hitting that bell to be notified of new content. I'm Will, and I'll see you next time.